All right, so today we are gonna start on the installation here in the garage. I have my friend Nick with me. We actually met at Office Depot. We used to work together like, 10 years ago? And through the power of social media, we have reunited. He actually hired me to work on a video project with him, and he's into cars and garages, so here we are in a garage.
I am mechanically inclined.
So
that was the only prerequisite here.
All right.
Is to be mechanically inclined. So
let's do it.
Yeah, let's insulate this.
Let's go to Lowe's and buy some stuff.
All right. For us, it's going to be the faced. Faced meaning it has paper. R13, which is going to be this stuff. And it looks thin in the package, but realistically, you know, this is going to expand a lot once you take the shrink wrap off. It's right around what we thought it'd be. It's $14.19 for 15-inch wide, which is your average stud space. And it's a 32-foot roll. I thought it'd be 40, but it's 32. But let's do the math and see how much we need. We said each wall was 9 feet high by 22 feet wide. So that's 198 square feet. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be doing 3 walls. So we're looking at 594 square feet. Guys, we just got back from Lowe's and we picked up some kit we needed to do the job. I'm holding this electrical cord so that way I look like more of a subject matter expert. We got a pile of R13 insulation here and you're probably wondering, what's that? R13 or R anything is a rating number for the thickness of the insulation. And depending on where the insulation's going, you're gonna need a different R number. R13, which is what we got here today, is the lower end of the thickness of insulation, which is just fine for a garage. You're in your garage, you're working anyways, you're probably gonna be working up you know, your body heat as well.
Before any insulation can go up, the studs have to be free of any nails or screws. Alright, so I decided that I'm going to tear this out and I'm actually going to go buy like a legitimate tool chest one with a nice wood top and everything. This one is just kind of beat up and you can tell they use like the cheapest wood that they could get their hands on and it just looks bad, so we're going to tear this out, that way we can get the insulation on the wall behind it.
Twisted off the other. Drywall, you need to be very exact. But with insulation, as long as you're not too short, you can kind of stuff the extra in there. Safety time.
Fiberglass insulation is nasty stuff. It's crucial to keep your skin covered at all times when handling it, or you'll be itchy for days afterward. The paper backing has a small overlap on each side that gets stapled to the stud. They make electric staplers, but for under $10, these standard ones got the job done. You want to talk about some of the different cars that you've had?
Sure. It's been quite a journey. I had a 2002 BMW Z3. That was a fine handling car. And people would stop me all the time. I had this when I lived in the South. And they'd say, "What'd that set you back? 40 grand?" And the year was like 2013. And I paid 7,000 for the car. It had 100,000 miles. So I think that's something kind of interesting that the public, you know, if they're not educated, they just see a BMW and they think it's expensive. But you can find things that are priced very reasonably if you look hard enough. And they look like they're worth a lot more than they are. So I had a 2002 Z3. It was not the M. It was the one right under the M. But I ended up selling it because those cars have a common issue with the oil pickup tube. There's a little screen at the bottom that can sometimes become loose, I think it is, if I'm remembering correctly, and it can inhibit the flow of oil. So, you know, with higher mileage BMWs of that era, that was a common issue in that platform. So I parted with that one. I also had a Z28 Camaro, and I've rebuilt a lot of LS motors, and I did cam and heads on that one. And I told myself I wasn't going to do anything. I was going to keep it stock and enjoy it and just drive it. But I had an oil pressure sensor leak, and in those cars, the engine, half of it is underneath the firewall in the engine bay. So I ended up having to take it out to change this little oil leak at the top of the engine of the oil pressure sending unit. And I ended up camming and doing the heads. So I've had lots of fun cars. I had a motorcycle a long time ago, and it was a 2006 ZX6R. And before that, they were 636 cc's of displacement. But I had the generation after that, so it was a 599 cc, a 600. And I sprocketed it, and I did a tune, and I also gutted the cat. And it was a great bike. It handled like it was on rails. It was really an amazing track machine. It had all carbon fiber fairings. So I've dabbled in cars. I've had some other ones too. One of the most reliable cars I've had was a 2004 Grand Prix. Very easy to work on vehicle, and parts for it are found everywhere, and they're very cheap. So if you're looking for a good daily driver, and maybe you're saving for that BMW like Justin here, you know, then Grand Prix is a great option for a daily driver. It really is. Lots of aftermarket support. I don't mean to soup it up like you kids who think those are fast. I mean to keep it running. Don't get the GXP. It's just more to break.
Alright, so we got this one wall done. I'm gonna fast forward to the whole garage being done. We have to, I'm working on a video thing for him today, and we're losing daylight right now, so we're gonna wrap this up for right now, and look forward to the next video. We're gonna start the drywall and the painting and all that stuff. You have anything to say?
You want a one-liner?
Oh, I was gonna say, you're into cars and stuff.
Yeah.
If I ever get a project car or something, it'd be cool if you come down and work on it.
Yeah, for
come
sure.
Come up and work on it.
Yeah, we'll do a thing. Yeah, yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
I need more friends.
Yeah. Likewise.
Yeah.
Likewise. Well, I got the Jeep JK. So, you know,
Yeah.
if you guys are looking to do oil change video or something like that, I got to replace the airbag clock spring soon, which I know a lot of you Jeep owners have problems with. So maybe Justin will shoot that if he feels like it. So, yeah.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
Alright, so fast forward a few days, I got all the installation put up. Big thanks to my friend for coming out and helping me. Nick's a really great guy. He's one of those people that, like, I hadn't seen him since we used to work together in high school, but we picked up right where we left off. I took him out to Big Boy for lunch, and we just talked for like an hour about the most random topics, but yeah, really cool to meet up with him again. One big benefit of this installation that I didn't even think of, besides the obvious thermal benefit once we get some heat going in here, is the sound installation from the outside. I actually live off a pretty busy road. There's a lot of semi-traffic. It's kind of like an industrial area, so when I filmed my first DIY in here, I was actually a little nervous that the mic might pick up some of that outside road noise. But with this installation up, it makes a huge difference, so I'm really happy about that. So this project is actually taking a little bit longer than I was originally anticipating, but we're just working on it when we have time, like when I can make time, when my dad has time. And also we're paying cash for all this stuff too, so we're not putting it on like credit cards or like a Lowe's card or anything like that. It's just whenever we have the money saved to move forward with the next step. Staying out of debt is something that's important to me, especially a project like this where it's not like an absolute necessity to have a finished garage, it's more of a want. So to be able to pay cash for that, that's something that was really important to me. So thanks for watching, give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this series, and I'll see you guys in the next video.